we're doing NFL player props here on PrizePicks for Monday Night Football, Monday, December 26th. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Again, probably most people off work today as well. But let's get into it, you guys. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. There's also a Discord link in the description, as well as Patreon link, where I do post all the plays here that I am making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. Again, I'm not a gambling expert, not financial advice, simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. We got the Chargers and the Colts. Definitely an interesting game here. Colts are, I don't think they're actually officially eliminated. I could be wrong, though. I'm just going to double check on this real quick to see if they are, in fact, eliminated or not. The Colts, yeah, they're eliminated from playoff contention. I don't know why I thought they still had a chance. But anyways, Colts Chargers, definitely a must win for the Chargers. They definitely need to win to keep their playoff chances alive, sitting at 8-6. I think they're currently in the playoffs. Chargers are going to be 4-point favorites here with a 45.5 over/under, which so pretty decent over/under here. This game is going to be played indoors as well. Some pretty horrible weather in Indianapolis, but again, weather should not impact this game whatsoever. I'm going to give two props that I do like from this game here. Let me know in the comments below afterwards if you guys do like these props. So let's get into it. First one I'm targeting is going to be Chargers, and it's going to be Mike Williams over 12.5 fantasy score. Now, this is PPR on PrizePicks, so again, point per reception. And Mike Williams has just 2 of his last 5, has some injuries, right? So November 20th and didn't play for, I think, 3 or 4 weeks here. Didn't play again until December 11th. And then back-to-back weeks since he's been back, 23 PPR points and then 10.7 PPR points. So some decent showings here from Mike Williams in these last 2 weeks. We can see the snap counts here. And when he's in the lineup, he's going to play. I mean, that first week back, he played 65% of the snaps, and then last week played 89% of the snaps. So he's looking like he's back fully healthy. Him and Keenan Allen, significant 1-2 punch here. I expect Stephon Gilmore to be on Keenan Allen for the majority of this game as a slot. So I think Mike Williams should get his opportunities to feast here. Now, if we're taking a look at points per game to the wide receiver position, the outside wide receiver, which is the position Mike Williams plays, Indianapolis giving up 27.1 points per game to the wide receiver, the wide receiver, which is 4th most in the NFL. To total PPR points they give, or total fantasy points they give up 66% to the wide wide receiver, and then 33% to the slot receiver. So Mike Williams here, if we also take a look at this, which is very interesting, the most PPR points over the past 4 weeks to the wide receiver position, the Colts giving up the most, 46.8. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer here, 46.8 fantasy points, PPR fantasy points to wide receivers over the last 4 weeks. The Colts giving up the most in the NFL, the absolute most in the NFL here. And if we take a look, I mean, Keenan Allen sit at 15.5, Mike Williams at 12.5. Mike Williams obviously significantly lower. Doesn't take much for Mike Williams to hit the over on this. I mean, PPR, we can even see this. Last week he had 10.7 with 4 catches for 67 yards. I mean, 2 more catches here, or 10 or 20 more yards here is an easy over. He can hit this without a touchdown. Obviously he is, has a touchdown opportunities in the red zone. But on the season, I mean, he's hit this 5 of 10 times this season here. All 3 times on the road, he has hit the over on this one. Chargers playing on the road here. I do expect the Chargers to be able to move the ball down the field here against the Colts. So this is the first play here. Mike Williams, I think he's in a great spot. Like I said, Colts giving up the fourth most fantasy points on the season to his specific wide receiver position, and the most fantasy points to wide receivers over the last 4 weeks. So Mike Williams over 12.5 is going to be the first play. And then the second play, obviously, I need to make a Colts play here. And I'm actually going to be targeting Nick Foles, brand new quarterback, or first start of the year with the Colts. I'm going to take his over 33.5 pass attempts against the Chargers. Now, I think the Colts are going to have to throw the ball. The Chargers have a pretty electric offense, so I think the Chargers should be able to score the football. I mean, you never know in the NFL. But I think Nick Foles is going to have to throw the ball. And I think the way that this offense is kind of set up, they want their quarterbacks to throw the ball. We've seen Matt Ryan clear this number numerous times this season. And Nick Foles, if we just, historically, when he's in the game, he's going to be throwing the ball, right? This is his game log for his career. Obviously, played with Chicago, Jacksonville, Philadelphia. I mean, he's consistently throwing over 33.5 pass attempts, right? I mean, 52, 49, 48. I mean, mind you, this is in different offenses in different years. But, I mean, look at this little stretch with the Bears last season. 29, 42, 42, 39, 40, 41, 52, 26, and 35 here. Also, no Jonathan Taylor. I know Zach Moss and Deion Jackson are going to be back there. But I just don't think there's a scenario where, Zach Moss, Deion Jackson, they're going to really I mean, I guess the Chargers don't have a great run defense, but Nick Foles, he's going to have to throw the ball in this game. 30.5, just a little bit too low for a starting quarterback. In a pass first offense, in my opinion, without Jonathan Taylor. So I'm taking Nick Foles over 33.5 pass attempts. Michael Williams over 12.5 fantasy score here. Tonight, or I guess, sorry, Monday night football, Chargers, Colts in Indianapolis. Again, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these two props here. Drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.